With D23 less than a month from now, and what promises to be a spectacular event filled with announcements, I thought we should go over what I believe could be announced when it comes to the Disney parks, based off rumors, information, and just the right amount of speculation. So, let's get into it!
Oh boy!
Before we begin, if you enjoy my content and this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing as I upload weekly videos on theme parks from the past to the future. If you want to go the extra mile, consider becoming a channel member. You can find me over at Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and in the Discord community where theme park fans come together. Links are all in the description. With that, let's dig in. The contents of this video are based on rumors and speculation. While I believe there's a good chance of them becoming true a month from today, there is always the other possibility of this not happening. Things can evolve and change, and so I recommend waiting for official announcements. This D23 is promising to be one-off, if not the biggest one yet, with Disney hosting some presentations in the huge Honda Center. A change of scenery from the smaller, even if extremely big, Anaheim Convention Center. Yesterday, the entire event schedule was released, showing all the presentations, including the one we're most interested in, Horizon's Disney Experiences Showcase, which will take place on the second day, Saturday, August 10th, at the big Honda Center. In this 90-minute presentation, Josh D'Amaro will take the stage and talk about current projects in development and what's to come, or as Disney said it, the future is bright for Disney experiences, and this can't-miss showcase will show fans what's on the horizon and beyond. Yesterday, a poster for the presentation was also revealed, which could be a teaser of what's to come, so let's explore that. First of all, every Disney castle park is represented by its castle, with Hong Kong Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland, Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, Disneyland Park Paris, and Shanghai Disneyland. I don't think this specifically says there will be announcements for each of these parks, because I fully do not expect any big announcement for a Disneyland park in Paris, but rather their respective resort. What's in front of this horizon of Disney resorts is what's more interesting. In one side we have the Pixar Polo Round, Disney California Adventure's Swinging Wheel, the Tree of Life representing Disney's Animal Kingdom, the Chinese Theater from Disney Hollywood Studios, Big Thunder Mountain from the Magic Kingdom, and the Yearfell Tower, which can only represent Walt Disney Studios Park since it's the only remaining one in the world. What is also very interesting is that both Hong Kong Disneyland and Shanghai Disneyland appear to be bigger than the rest of the castle parks. This is interesting to me because they should also be getting some announcements very soon. It's also important to note the Disney Cruise Line ships, because DCL is also included in the Experiences Showcase, and I'm sure it'll be an important part of the presentation. So, I believe the possible parks getting announcements are the one closer to Mickey in this poster: California Adventure, Animal Kingdom, Hong Kong Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland, Hollywood Studios, Walt Disney Studios, and the Magic Kingdom. But what announcements would these be? Well, let's go from the left to the right, starting with California Adventure. It's already been announced that Disneyland's sibling would be getting a brand new Avengers ride in their version of Avengers Campus. It has undergone many ideas and changes since it was first mentioned several years ago, and last year Disney shared a first look at the ride vehicles, which are similar to the Amazing Adventure of Spider-Man in Universal Parks, or the brand new and honestly amazing Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure in Fantasy Springs, Tokyo Disney Sea. Similarly to that, this ride will feature physical sets and digital immersive media to bring them to life. In this major new e-ticket, guests will enter the Marvel multiverse with dozens of different characters. In the storyline of the attraction, it would combine elements of Tony Stark's time suits with Xandarian jump points and Wakandan technology to create a vehicle that can transport heroes to remote worlds in a matter of moments. Meaning it could get you anywhere, anytime, making it perfect for several possible storylines. The big bad would be King Thanos, a variant of the well-known villain. Disneyland is also awaiting a real announcement of their Avatar Land, and while we could possibly see that happen in a month too, it could be a part of the bigger Disneyland Forward project and not inside one of the two current parks. So I'd have some caution regarding those blue aliens. Secondly, we have the Tree of Life, or Animal Kingdom. I made a full separate video on what's going on in Animal Kingdom with the expansion and reimagining of Dino Land USA to the tropical Americas, so I recommend you check that out later to learn everything. Either way, I expect Disney will release more information regarding this project, specifically about the Indiana Jones makeover of Dinosaur and the Encanto ride, alongside new concepts. This Animal Kingdom expansion should be one of the spotlight announcements, even if not truly a new one, since some information has already been shared. I believe that will be everything regarding the 4th Walt Disney World theme park, but this is just a start for the Orlando parks. Hong Kong Disneyland confirmed just some weeks ago that the Avengers Campus e-ticket promised some years back for Tomorrowland is still coming. This should be a clone or a very similar attraction to that of California Adventures, since originally it would have been the Queen Jet ride, since replaced by the new one. In Hong Kong Disneyland's fiscal results, it states that with the successful launch of World of Frozen, preparation has begun for the remaining reimagined and Marvel-themed area projects under its multi-year expansion and development plan. Announcing both California Adventures and Hong Kong's expansions at the same time, since they should be very similar, seems likely in my opinion. Next up is Shanghai Disneyland. This park has just opened its latest expansion with Zootopia, and with the demand, it's not stopping anytime soon. An expansion using the plot of land right next to Zootopia has been rumored to be in the works for some years now, and Shanghai Disneyland has officially stated that the resort began initial preparation work for the construction of a separately themed attraction to be located adjacent to Zootopia. The rumors regarding the theme range from Marvel to Stitch, but the ride system appears to be locked in, being a dual launch coaster by Vekoma. Permits for the land have been revealed, which allow for a closer look at the roller coaster. The mini-land is to feature a large merchandise shop alongside the attraction, which will take most of the available space. After loading, the coaster trains move to the reverse launch, where they're shot backwards and then move through about a fourth of the tracks. They then reach a second launch, this time a forward and indoor one, that shoots them through the rest of the tracks. I'm very looking forward to learning what this ride will look like, because it's not usual for Disney to make outdoor thrilling roller coasters. Since this project is already official, it would be a surprise for it not to be announced at this D23 Expo. Hollywood Studios is next on the poster, which might be a bit of a surprise since the park has received so many expansions and new attractions in the last years. But rumors have been going on for years regarding that area that is the old animation courtyard, with some saying it's where Villain's Kingdom would go instead of the Magic Kingdom as previously announced. There are other rumors such as Monsters Inc., but nothing really set in stone. Hollywood Studios is the park I'm less confident about when it comes to this D23, simply because there hasn't been a lot said about the possible announcements, so I leave it as is. Since we're already in Disney World, let's quickly go to what many are hoping to hear more about, the Beyond Big Thunder Mountain project. This was first announced during D23 2022, where this now famous concept art was shown for the first time. Reportedly, plans have changed and evolved with different IPs in the pipeline for what could be one of the biggest expansions ever to a Disney World park. Back in April, the company revealed that permits will soon be filed for preliminary work on the site, so it's quite possible that Disney will showcase what the new plans for the area are just a month from now. We now finally arrive at the last park on the list, Walt Disney Studios, to soon be known as Disney Adventure World. Currently, the park is undergoing a massive transformation, with newly reimagined areas and a huge expansion that will nearly double its footprint. We've been following this project for years here in the channel, and I recommend you watch this video where I go over everything currently under construction here. But What many are waiting for isn't what's been announced, but what might be, and that is the Lion King Land, the replacement of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Light Edition. Once again, there's a full video about the rumors in my channel if you want to learn everything about it, but here's a quick recap. The land is to be located between Avengers Campus and Frozen, alongside the shores of Adventure Bay. It's to feature a major water ride and different locations from the classic Disney movie, which turns 30 this year, being the perfect time to announce the first ride based on this incredibly well-known IP. Disneyland Paris normally doesn't fare so well in D23 Expos, but I'm confident this time Josh will dedicate a small part to the Parisian resort. Other announcements I would very much like to see would be the second flat ride in Adventure Way, which is to open shortly after the rest of the expansion, but most importantly, a rough idea of when everything is set to open with Adventure Way and Bay and Frozen. Unfortunately, I do not believe this year will be the one where we see Disneyland Park getting a new edition. Even if there are many rumored lands and future developments, that seems to be further into the future still. Well then, I must ask you now, which of the possibilities I just went over do you want to become a reality the most? Do you believe I missed anything that could be announced? Let me know down below. And now, as always, thank you for watching, and that's a wrap.